Welcome back to Black Pearls, Distinguished Women of Color, where we shine a light on the indomitable spirit, achievements, and contributions of Black women, past and present. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our inspiring content. Today we are going to learn about Loretta Lynch, who made history as the first African American woman to lead the U.S. Department of Justice. She was also a trailblazing prosecutor who fought for justice and equality in some of the most challenging and important cases of our time. Loretta Lynch was born on May 21, 1959, in Greensboro, North Carolina. Her parents were both graduates of Shaw University, a historically black college, and they instilled in their children a sense of pride and purpose. Her father, Lorenzo Lynch, was a Baptist minister who was active in local civil rights issues. Her mother, Loretta Lynch, was a school librarian who encouraged her daughter's love of reading and learning. Loretta grew up watching court proceedings with her father in Durham, North Carolina, and hearing stories about her grandfather, a sharecropper and pastor who helped people escape racial persecution under Jim Crow laws in the 1930s. Lynch excelled in school and attended Harvard University, where she earned a bachelor's degree in English and American literature in 1981. She then went on to Harvard Law School, where she graduated in 1984. She was a member of the Harvard Legal Aid Bureau, which provided free legal services to low-income clients. After law school, Lynch worked as a litigation associate at a New York City law firm until 1990, when she was hired as an assistant U.S. attorney at the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York. Lynch rose through the ranks of that office, becoming Deputy Chief of General Crimes, Chief of the Long Island Division, and Chief Assistant to the U.S. Attorney. In 1999, President Bill Clinton appointed her as the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, making her one of the few black women to hold such a position at that time. Lynch returned to private practice in 2002 as a partner at a Washington, D.C. law firm, where she specialized in commercial litigation, white-collar criminal defense, and corporate compliance issues, also serving as a special counselor to the prosecutor of the International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda. In 2010, President Barack Obama nominated her to resume her former job as U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York. She was confirmed by the Senate unanimously and became one of the longest-serving U.S. attorneys in history. She handled some of the most significant cases of her career, such as the prosecution of terrorists who plotted to bomb New York City subways in 2009, the indictment of FIFA officials for corruption and racketeering in 2015, and the investigation into the death of Eric Garner, an unarmed black man who died after being put in a chokehold by a New York City police officer in 2014. In November 2014, President Obama nominated Lynch to succeed Eric Holder as U.S. Attorney General, the head of the U.S. Department of Justice. In April 2015, Lynch was confirmed by the Senate by a 56-43 vote, making her the second African American, after Holder, the second woman, after Janet Reno, and the first African American woman to be confirmed for the position. She was sworn in as Attorney General on April 27, 2015. As Attorney General, Lynch led the Department of Justice's efforts to uphold civil rights, combat terrorism, protect national security, enforce federal laws, promote criminal justice reform, reduce gun violence, fight human trafficking, safeguard consumer rights, and strengthen relations between law enforcement and communities. Lynch's tenure as Attorney General ended on January 20, 2017, when President Donald Trump took office. She returned to private practice and joined a New York City law firm as a partner in 2019. She also continued to speak out on issues of justice and equality, such as police reform, voting rights, and racial discrimination. Lynch has received numerous awards and honors for her work, such as the Harvard Law School Medal of Freedom, the Thurgood Marshall Award from the National Black Prosecutors Association, and the Margaret Brent Women Lawyers of Achievement Award from the American Bar Association. Lynch is married to Stephen Hargrove, a corporate communications strategist. Loretta Lynch broke barriers and made history as the first African American woman to serve as U.S. Attorney General. She is an inspiration to all of us who aspire to make a difference in the world through our passion and dedication. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories of Black women. Thank you for watching and see you next time.